Looks good right now.
Alright, let's hope that it stays that way. Alrighty, we would like to welcome everyone out to the DGL. I'm hoping y'all can hear me pretty good without cutting out. Contest today is between the number 1 seed, Chicago Xceed, versus the number 8 seed, the last seed of the winner's bracket, the Death Valley Animosity. I know that the title was wrong, so I don't need anyone to tell me, but I'm trying to figure out OBS, and I don't know how to edit a title in OBS, so Huff is behind the scenes, and he's going to be changing that for us here in just a second. We've also got Hendo with us tonight as we podcast this game. Yeah, if you get back in.
I'm here.
But, alright, bet. Just bear with us here. The teams are a little late. Of course, it's the defuse way, as we're always late. Just waiting for the rest of Animosity to get here. I believe all of Chicago is here. Hendo, I gotta ask you, man, I guess while we're waiting on Death Valley, and of course, no diss toward Death Valley when I ask this, but do they have a chance against the number 1 seed tonight?
I don't know. I think it's going to be tough. I think that there could be, if they come out guns blazing, they could have it.
Yeah, definitely. But go ahead.
They just can't get down on themselves if they get 4 down or whatever. They just can't get chalked.
Yeah, of
That's
course.
what I think.
They've got to play perfect COD. They've got to come perfect. It's all got to be perfect. Chicago's a great team, man. I played them once when I was with West Virginia. I didn't get my first kill till about the 7th hill. So it was a rough night against the Xceed when we scrimmed them. So I know how good these guys can be. Okay. Am I still with them? What's up, Trilogy? How's it going, man? Guess I gotta join these guys back. I'm assuming it's the same code. Alright.
Well, it didn't work out how I wanted to.
Alright, man, is the stream still up for you on Discord?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Yep.
Yeah, man, you can put predictions anywhere you'd like. Speaking of predictions, let's go ahead and give ours, Hendo. I'm gonna. I don't think. And again, no diss toward anybody. But I think the Xceed's gonna win tonight. I think they're too good to really lose to anyone below a 3 seed. I do think Death Valley though. I think they're getting better. There was losers bracket last time, winners bracket this time. The improvements there. I'm gonna go 3-1. I think they do take a map here from Chicago, but that 3-1 Xceed over Animosity.
I agree. I think that Animosity's somewhat decent at search. I think they might take that map from them. I haven't seen much of them in hardpoint or control, so can't really give an input there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I agree. I got Chicago 3-1.
Alright, I'm gonna ask Country where those guys are at.
And we play Iniquity tomorrow night. You know who's casting that?
Say that again.
We play Iniquity Cult tomorrow at 11. Do you know who's casting that game?
Probably me. Because I'm gonna try and do all the 11 games from here on out.
Okay.
Once again, while we're awaiting the arrival of Death Valley, we'll go ahead and go over some of our upcoming games. One coming up later on tonight, the other's coming up tomorrow. We've got West Virginia versus Detroit. That one's going to be interesting to watch after some events that transpired earlier today in the organization.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to see that one.
Then we've got, in my opinion, game of the day tomorrow between T-Up Toronto and Team Unfortunate, teams that I think stack up really, really well against each other. And I think that could go to Game 5 if it falls right. And then after,
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
at the same time of that game, we got Venice Vendetta. They will be playing the loser of the game that you are watching tonight, followed by Cartier Gaming. They will play the loser of T-Up Toronto and Team Unfortunate. And concluding the night, for the time being, unless somebody wants to play at midnight, because I can stream that too, we've got the Iniquity Cult versus Kata Gaming. Hendo, while we're here, man, how the frick do you pronounce your team name, man? Because I say Kata, and I'm not sure which to go off of.
I say Kata. I don't know. Everyone says it differently, and it doesn't really matter.
My God, I've been wondering, honestly. But a lot of games going on tomorrow, and then we've got our new team that we just introduced, Cartier Black, another team from Cartier Gaming. We appreciate what they do for us. They will play. You have to give me a minute. They will play the loser of the next game. So the loser between West Virginia and Detroit will play the Cartier Gaming in the elimination bracket. And again, no set time for that.
I think this game, West Virginia and Detroit, is going to be a good one.
Oh man, yeah. I know that Detroit they had spoke on getting hit pretty bad back in scrims, but of course West Virginia they're losing. They had lost a couple players. Now starting Huff, which Huff's a great player, so it's not like you lose much if anything. And Detroit's they're one of those teams that just like Death Valley, they just keep getting better.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see. Go ahead.
Who did West Virginia lose?
I know they lost Frock.
Okay, yeah, he's on us. He's with us now.
And well, I guess I should have explained better. But a lot of the people in West Virginia sometimes have some difficult schedules, so it's really hard for them to get all 4 of their players online. So I don't know anything yet, but I'm not for sure if Laser will be playing tonight. And
Okay.
if West Virginia does not have Laser, I think that's a big loss for them. Not losses in the series, but losses overall as for the roster.
I agree. I know they have Trilogy as a starting now. He came from Kata. He's one of him and Laser together. I think unstoppable.
100%, yeah. Yeah, definitely
Trilogy's
much
a
improved.
madman on the map.
Oh, dude, yeah, don't even get me started. Yeah, Trilogy is he is a great player, man. I mean, you played with him for a while. He could bring a lot to the table, and that was it was an unfortunate situation, but it was a very good pickup
Yeah,
for West
I agree.
Virginia. But once again, these are your upcoming games tonight and tomorrow. We're still waiting Death Valley. Just got word from Huncho. He is having a tough time getting his team on. So we unfortunately could have a forfeit if they do not get their fourth. They did just get their third, which I like to see. I want to get this game streamed. Of course, I hate that West Virginia and Detroit will be pushed back because of this, and probably will be pushed back a good bit. I think a lot of people right now are talking about, who is the front runner in the DGL, Hendo, and I think there's really 3 or 4 or 5 teams right now who I think could win the major, and it could come down to map 5s, round 11s, round 5s in control. I think Chicago is the favorite just because they're 5-0. They were 5-0 in Major 1 as well, and the only reason that they got knocked out was because they forfeited because they wanted to run ranked play. So they forfeited in the elimination round for that. Or,
Wow.
we could have seen perhaps a different winner in Major 1. This Xceed team, they're very talented. Right behind them, I think when unfortunate is at their best, I think they probably come in second, but we're going to find that out tomorrow at 9 o'clock because right behind them is T Up Toronto.
Yeah, not West Virginia. Team Unfortunate got second last major behind Chicago. Was it Beams or Xceed that won?
Say that again.
Chicago or Team Unfortunate, didn't they play second last major?
Yes, they did. Yeah, they was second place. Also made it all the way to the champs as well because they had lost 2-3. I want to say to the Beams in the winners final. They won the elimination final, but then got 4-0'd by the Beams in
Okay.
the major championship.
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks to see them out, but I mean,
Yo, move
I
in.
think they would be.
Who
Go
the?
ahead.
Can you give me a role so I can get into the Xceed Discord?
Yeah. Yeah, just give me a quick second. All right, is it showing up for you now?
Yeah, thank you, man.
Yes, sir, no problem. But some people might disagree with me on this, but I think West Virginia's in the conversation too because they have
Definitely.
just been dominant. They lost to T Up Toronto. I really want to say that they didn't have their starters, but I cannot confirm that. And I think they're in the conversation as well. It would not be a surprise to me if they came out victorious here in Major 2.
Yeah, I think West Virginia was their last map without their current roster.
Yes.
Without Laser and Trilogy. Because after that map, I think Trilogy went over there.
Yeah, I do believe so. And then I think Detroit needs to just fix a couple things, and I hope no one takes that the wrong way, but because it is a compliment, I think they're in the conversation. I think they're on the outside looking in, but I do think they're right there, and it deserves to have a conversation on them potentially stealing this Major 2 from teams like we just mentioned, like unfortunate Toronto and West Virginia and Chicago.
Yeah, I think my personal is going to be top 3 is going to be T Up, Milwaukee maybe in the top 3
Yeah, I
because
forgot about
they
Milwaukee.
look pretty good, and I'm going to say West Virginia. So it'd be West Virginia, T Up, and Milwaukee.
Yeah, my apologies to the Marauders. I had completely forgot about them, honest to God, because yeah, they're definitely right there in the conversation as well. But I think they're going to have it really rough though, as I'm going to bring the bracket back up for everyone still with us to see. If you pay attention to the top half of this bracket, it is loaded because you're going to have Xceed, Unfortunate, and Toronto, which could be potentially the top 3 teams, potentially, all on the same bracket. So 2 of those teams are going to have to go to the elimination final pretty quickly before they can even reach the winners final.
Yeah. So tonight is V2s or West Virginia will play against Milwaukee, correct?
Yes. Now, who do you got in that game coming up at the conclusion of this one?
I have for West Virginia and Detroit.
Yes.
I have West Virginia. Trill's a good player. Laser's good. Laser and Trill are both starting tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that they're going to have a chance at just 3-0 them, I think.
Yeah, also starting is Zoe and Lusty. So Lusty spawning in tonight. First time in a couple games, isn't it, Lusty? I think you're in the comments. Once again, guys, we apologize for the technical difficulties. But we cannot make players get on, or we would in these situations. And Death Valley just needs one more player to get online.
It's all good, Lusty. Sometimes people need a break, bro. Ty just got back. Ty took a break. He's back on our starting roster. After Luck left, he took a break and he's back. And not to say anything against my teammates here, but last night Ty was the only player on Beta that had a positive KD.
But when you're going against Milwaukee, man, you know
it was tough. It was tough.
It makes it really tough, yeah.
The tech sprint glitch kind of screwed everybody up. Nobody knew how to work around it.
Oh, that is dumb.
And then I know a couple of guys told me they had a high ping. Don't know how high. I wasn't in there, but I just told them if you got a high ping, tell them to switch host. That's all you got to do.
Definitely, yeah. All right, so just a heads up for everyone. I do believe the 4th for Death Valley is finally getting on at 36 minutes after game time. Shout out to the Xceed who could have really took advantage of that forfeit rule. And even though we're late and it's really aggravating, I would much rather get this game played than to see a forfeit.
I agree. Who knows? Maybe it'll be a quick 3-0 and we'll get on to the next one.
Get us right back on schedule. I think the fastest game that I've ever been a part of was I was podcasting Team Gray, and they was probably playing Red D1 last year. Of course, those were the names we went off of back on Vanguard. We always decided the team name. We just went by colors, keep everything organized. Anyways, and I want to say that game lasted about 28 minutes. Clean 3-0. It was like 250 to 8, 6-0, and 3-0. And I want to say that 28 minutes might have even included the freaking interview.
Tunes is asking how many games tonight. Could you bring up the schedule for tonight and tomorrow?
Yes, I can. Yes, these are the upcoming games tonight. Only 2 today, unfortunately. Later on, we've got West Virginia versus Detroit. That one, as long as the teams can stay on that late, that will be live on Twitch. I will be doing that with, I believe, Akira, I think. And then, as you see, 4 games tomorrow. Unfortunately, one of those non-games probably is not going to be streamed. I hate to say it, but we got to get that Toronto and Unfortunate game streamed. I don't see how we don't. That's going to be... I'm really glad the bracket fell like that, because those two
I
teams
think the
are
winners...
close. Good.
Toronto and Unfortunate should definitely take precedence over streaming tomorrow.
definitely. Alright, well, all 8 is here now. Let me make sure I got the names right. Jesus Christ. Don't want to pull a huff. Spec Crew, Chicago. Yes, just need Taco to change. Oh, and me to change. My god. Alrighty. Yep, he just switched. I think we're ready to go. We're going to switch back to the live screen for now. Death Valley and Chicago Xceed. And we are finally getting underway here. 38 minutes into the stream. Or 21 minutes, I can't count. But alrighty. If anybody has anyone that they would like to watch us codcast, please say so in the comments. We will watch them once again. Bear with us as well because it has been a long time since I codcasted besides yesterday, so I'm still trying to get used to trying to catch all the action. And if anyone knows how to do the sky view on PC, that'd be awesome because I love that view. Alrighty, Beast is AFK to start things out. Watching Kane here. Death Valley on the hill. Kane dies pretty fast. Beast. Wow, and 3 down in the feed for Death Valley. So that's about as good of a start as you could have hoped for. If you're the Animosity window, they've got the start. Taco, my god, shooting through the door. That was kind of sus, but it's okay. The Xceed do clear the point, though. I want to say they've got spawns, too. How are we looking on your side?
Everything looks great.
Okay,
Everything looks good. Beast is.
My apologies, got the colors mixed up. Go ahead, Hendo. Sorry about that.
Beast just had a nice one on. I don't remember who that is. Just trying to stay alive in the back.
Make it a.
Oh, nice.
He's on the
One thing that I see is Chicago's pretty good at breaking hills.
100%, man. You know, these guys have been playing a while. They're like unfortunate. They know what they're doing. Evoke is on a 7 kill streak right now. He's 7 and 1. As it looks like, no, Death Valley actually spawning gold. They're going to try and break this. They do so the scraps will go to Death Valley. Well, never mind. Really gotta appreciate the teamwork right now with the Xceed.
Yeah, the dog is right now. Suki is 1 and 7. Not something that I'd expect at all.
Yeah, it's extremely unfortunate, man. And Dog's starting out slow too, but you know they still have the lead, so you gotta give them credit for that. Nice kill by Kane, who's getting these rotations already. Ball in the right-hand corner of your screen. It is 2 people already on net. got them spawned.
For only a 30-point lead, this is a onslaught from Chicago.
Oh, 100%. They are definitely Death Valley, but Death Valley getting that huge time on P1, really keeping the game still. Better. Someone's got to take out 25, make it 6.
Oh, wow.
It's just not fair. We're not gonna leave him until he gets killed. Actually, we're not near the point. Slater was
Slater's shooting bodies, dude. Kane's still going.
Yes, he is. Another kill. We know for some protection here, and it's Chicago could build this to a 100-point lead here. Make it Kane, he's got to keep looking though. Oh my goodness. He knew Beast was still up there in the store.
Dog seems to be shooting sideways.
Warming up potentially.
Yeah, I agree with that.
At the same time, you had the Xceed sitting from 10 to 10:30 in Death Valley, so both teams probably kind of iced right now, as this is going to be a 100-point lead for Chicago heading into P6. BC.
Oh, he gets stuck by Evoke.
Everyone positive for Chicago right now. 13 to 10, 7 to 9. As they are getting with this here in round 1.
Beast is the only one that is remotely close to positive for Death Valley.
Yeah, 12 and 12 right now. That's the most time on the
That's 4 down for Death Valley. Chicago's gonna be able to set up pretty easy here. Beast has to ring this.
Yeah, he's got to beat it. He does, but Evo still wins it. He's on a 6 kill streak. He's already got 1 kill, so
oh, and he drops 2 with the cruise.
yeah, you cannot die to a cruise. There's places that you can hide and get away from, or just simply put a trophy down.
It looks like Chicago's gonna be able to close it out here.
Yeah, I don't think this goes to a 3 and another cruise coming in from Kane. We're gonna get 1.
They're all spawning in the back.
That's gonna wrap it up for game 1. An absolute blowout. There's no other way to say it, man. 250 to 54. Absolutely insane. There's your post-game stats. Those non-traded kills, man, those hurt. Gotta get those trades. now headed into the search and destroy. Whole different ball game here. Do you think Death Valley can make it back on the search?
I hope so. I mean, as long as they were able to get somewhat warmed up that last map, I think they might have a chance. But
Mm-hmm.
after seeing that, part of me tells me no.
Oh my god. I forget who we were watching. I want to say it was Cartier Gaming in Milwaukee the other night, and respectfully, Cartier got beat pretty bad on the hard point. I mean, it was like 250 to 94, and then with the 23 points they had from they ended the game or something from the previous from just a few minutes before that, it was like 250 to 117. But they came out in the next game, and I want to say they beat Milwaukee 6-5. I'm not sure if you were potentially tuning in for that.
I don't believe so.
This game's not going to start, so 2 players not loading in for Death Valley on time. We appreciate everybody with us, 14 of you, as we're watching number 1 versus number 8. As soon as I can, I will pull up the schedule over the next couple of days. Alrighty, apparently there is more conversation going on about difference in ping.
Hate to see it.
Is there a way console can see what ping everybody's on?
No, I can only see. So I'm on PS5, and I can only see my ping.
I'm curious as to how Death Valley knows Chicago was on 20 ping.
Unless they have someone on Xbox. I don't know if Xbox can, but I know that PlayStation can only see their own.
They do have a PC player. I forgot about that. Well, I guess they're forfeiting, I believe. Okay. Well, we waited 30 minutes for that. That's awesome.
They did forfeit?
I do believe so.
That's tough.
Well, I guess we'll go ahead and end things here and get ready for our next game. For those of you still with us.
They chalked that shit, so.
Who is this?
Slater.
Oh, okay.
They just gave up.
Yeah,
That's tough.
I don't understand it, man. You know,
Yeah, even after they were talking wild. And then it ended on map 1 to a 50-point club, so I guess it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on the 3-0 victory.
Thank you.
You will play the winner of Team Unfortunate and tee up Toronto, man. That's gonna be a good one. While you're in here, since we really can't do an interview, who do you think is gonna win that game?
Tee up Toronto versus Team Unfortunate?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. We screened both of them. like a while back. I think they have the same teams. I would say Tee Up Toronto just because they got a map on us in the scrim and the other team didn't. So I'm gonna say Tee Up Toronto.
Alrighty. Well,
Yeah.
appreciate your opinion, man. Hey, I hate the game ended like this, but you will
Alright.
get credit for a 3-0 victory. So congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, sir. Alrighty. So just a quick recap. The Chicago Xceed win 3-0 over Death Valley Animosity. Death Valley will go to the elimination bracket, and they will face Venice Vendetta tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So, don't forget we've got a game here in about 10-15 minutes between the West Virginia Thunder and the Detroit V2s. Be sure to come out, support us on that one as well. So,